Super Mario Odyssey. Yeah, it's been a while since Mario has run around in an open world in the way that we might remember Mario from the good old days of Mario 64 and Mario Sunshine. But now, Mario's back, leading the way on the Nintendo Switch. But does this game actually live up to the hype that it has developed over the last year?
Hey guys, my name's Elijah, and today on Rocket Sloth, we are taking a look at
Super Mario Odyssey.
Is this game worth the $60? Is it really worth the value? Today we're gonna find out. Let's get into it.
Mario is back, and this game is so close to being here. I'm so excited. And get your hats ready, get your stashes ready, and get ready for the most hyped Mario game in a very long time. Super Mario Odyssey. Oh, and don't get this confused with that one episode from the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, also called Mario Odyssey. Yeah, we don't talk about that show. 2017 has been an interesting time for the platforming genre. There definitely have been a resurgence of platformers ranging from super hyped in pre-production and then a meh release in games like Yooka-Laylee to a revived dead franchise in Crash Bandicoot, which led us all the way up onto A Hat in Time, which just came out earlier this month, which was pretty solid. And then Nintendo shows up and says, nah, we know how to make a 3D platformer, let us show you. Just like many of the Mario games, Peach has been kidnapped again, and this time is about to be forcefully married to Bowser. And once again, it's up to Mario and his new ghost friend Cappy to go and stop that. It's ironic because with the urgency to save the princess, Nintendo doesn't miss a beat with establishing a huge universe for players to discover, worlds to explore, items to collect, and characters to possess. One of the first things we will notice upon playing Odyssey is that areas are no longer called worlds, as they have been called for forever, but this time around they are called kingdoms, and Mario isn't in the Mushroom Kingdom anymore. To get to Peach, Mario and Cappy will have to travel from kingdom to kingdom in a ship called the Odyssey, but the ship needs fuel and takes power moons as the only way to power up the Odyssey, meaning it's up to Mario to go kingdom to kingdom and collect moons to finally save Peach from getting married to Bowser. Finally, after 15 years, we are finally returning to the open world style Mario game that we're familiar to what we saw in Mario Sunshine and Super Mario 64. And while it's great to be back, this game still isn't that Mario 64 2 or Mario Sunshine 2 that some people expected it to be. This is a new Mario of today. Sure, there are tons of Mario moves that return from previous games like the long jump, the spin jump, and the ground pound, but now Mario has new things that he can do like do a roll or jump on top of Cappy's hat, which really expands the feeling of fluidity when controlling Mario. And while he might seem a little slower than Mario 64, maybe it's just the world is bigger and Mario looks smaller, the controls are going to be pretty bulletproof. Besides just jumping on the hat, Mario also now is able to throw his haunted hat Cappy to possess various characters in the game, and similar to how Mario uses his Flash Liquidizer Ultra Dowsing device, also known as Flood, from Super Mario Sunshine as a main tool throughout the game, players will be using Cappy's Possession tool as a main function throughout Mario Odyssey. Ever wanted a Super Hammer Bros. Mario game? No? Well, at least now you can see what it would be like. Of course, sometimes I wish that there could have been a vanilla Mario game that played more closely to what we had in Mario 64, but honestly, I think that's just the Mario 64 fanboy inside of me begging for nostalgia. And trust me, whether you've been a fan of Mario for 25 years or 5 years, Nintendo put a lot of effort into paying a lot of respect to older Mario games, which always serves as a pleasant surprise. The health meter returns from Mario Galaxy, and if Mario dies, he will lose 10 coins instead of losing a life. There are two different types of coins you collect: regular gold coins that stick with Mario, world to world, and purple coins that only work in the kingdom that you are in. The coins can be used to purchase outfits for Mario, or if you get 100 coins, you can buy a Power Moon from the Crazy Cap store, which in turn is kind of similar to collecting 100 coins in a different Mario game. There's also a co-op mode where one player plays as Mario and the other player plays as Cappy, but this isn't really a full co-op feature, more like something you hand to your little brother who wants to play with you, but it can't actually affect the gameplay too much. This isn't a Mario and Luigi type co-op game. But even though this game doesn't feel exactly like Mario 64 or Sunshine or even a different Mario game in the same regards, it seems so much bigger and so much grander. Maybe it's the fantastic cinematic orchestra, or maybe it's just how large this game is in scale. but there's never a moment where there isn't a different way to experience something within this game. I love the fact that players can finally face off against creative boss fights in video games again, and there are mini boss fights too. I don't know how Nintendo comes up with these things, but I gotta say I appreciate it. Mario Odyssey takes players to beautiful, expansive worlds that are rich with vibrant color, with unique level design and gorgeous atmosphere. There's mini puzzles and platforming that makes for variety in games and also adds challenge at times, but most importantly is unique to the theme of the kingdom, and I really appreciate that. The use of Cappy really adds a ton of variety to the gameplay. No two kingdoms are alike, and the control scheme is tight as you would expect from a Mario game, with movement that changes from one action to the next. And the functionality being able to take on new abilities to reach a power moon is not only innovative but expertly executed. The game is new and fresh, while also fully aware of where it came from at the same time. There has never been a Mario game so filled to the brim with content, and is not only a must-buy game for Switch owners, this game could be a console seller. If you don't have a Switch and you are on the fence, now is the time to buy one and pick up Breath of the Wild while you're at it. You will get so much of your money out of both of these games in no time, and that is something I can guarantee. But what are your thoughts on this game? Do you think it's actually worth picking up a Switch at this point just for Mario Odyssey? Let us know in the comment section down below, and also tell us how you feel about this game being different, being the today Mario, and not necessarily living into the retrospect of fanboys like me, which, as much as I say I love Mario 64, I can admit that it is great for Mario to move forward as a series and innovate in different ways. Otherwise, Mario would just be stale. So let us know, let's have a discussion in the comments down below, and get ready for Mario Odyssey's release in just a day.